Today we are starting new chapter for BSc second year students, third semester, that is taxonomy of angiosperms, and one more unit, that is medicinal botany. But first we are taking that is taxonomy of angiosperms. Taxonomy of angiosperms. Angiosperms nothing but flowering plants. Angiosperms nothing but flowering plants, seed bearing plants. So first, taxonomy is derived from two words. Taxon means arrangement. Taxon is nothing but arrangement. Nomus means rules or principles. Rules or principles. So taxonomy means arrangement of the organisms in proper way or following rules and regulations or principles. So classify the organisms by follow some rules and regulations, that is taxonomy. The father of taxonomy is Carolus Linnaeus. Father of taxonomy is actually Linnaeus, and the term taxonomy concept given by APD Kandul. So term taxonomy given by APD Kandul. Father of taxonomy Carolus Linnaeus, and term taxonomy given by APD Kandul. So the main theme of the taxonomy is classification of the organisms. Classification of the organisms. So classification of organisms. In our living world, many organisms is there, like some microorganisms to complex body organisms. Many organisms are present. These organisms we have to divide into some groups by follow some rules and regulations, that is classification. Here the human being depends on plants for food. Then the human being in ancient period divide the organisms into two categories. One is food plants and one more is poisonous plants. So ancient period human divide the plants into two categories. One is food plants. Second one is, that is poisonous plants. These two categories. This is simple classification of human beings. This is simple classification. It is ancient period. Nowadays this classification changes into some different types. Modern classification systems are given by many scientists. This is just an ancient period of time, that is ancient classification by human beings, that is ancient human being. Next, types of classifications. Types. First, classical taxonomy or orthodox taxonomy or alpha taxonomy. First classification is classical classification or orthodox classification or alpha taxonomy. This taxonomy means Classify the organisms or classify the plants by using external morphology. So classify the plants based on external morphology. Compare several characters by externally and divide the organisms or classify the plants, that is alpha taxonomy, orthodox taxonomy or classical taxonomy. So this taxonomy not give complete information. Why? Because they are follow only external features, but what about internal features? So the next taxonomy is biosystematics. Or omega taxonomy. Biosystematics or omega taxonomy. Classify the organisms by using internal structure. So classify the plants by using or collect the data from cytology, means at the cellular level, next to embryology, and as well as anatomy. Examine these three categories. Compare these three categories in individual plants, different plants. So first of all, check cytology, like from cellular level and embryological level, and anatomy. Internal structure also they will check and classify the organisms. Either similarities or dissimilarities they can judge, they can identify it by the cytology, embryology and anatomy. It means classify the organisms by using cytology, embryology and anatomy. Third type of taxonomy is numerical taxonomy. Numerical taxonomy means use mathematical principles to classify the organisms. Use some mathematical principles or statistical principles to classify the plants. So use mathematical principles for classification of organisms, classification of plants or organisms. That is numerical taxonomy. Use mathematical principles to classify the organisms or plants. Next, molecular genetics. Classify the organisms by using molecular biology or molecular genetics, means DNA, RNA or DNA structure, RNA structure and proteins. These are the information they have to compare in these two plants or two organisms to divide the plants into different categories. So classify the organisms or classify the plants by using molecular genetics. Means functions of RNA, functions of DNA, structure of DNA, structure of RNA, structure of proteins, functions of proteins. So like DNA, RNA, protein structure and functions, they are considered to classify the organisms, to compare these two plants by using these, that is molecular genetics. Next, taxonomic fundamentals. The main theme of taxonomy is, first of all, identification of plants or identification of organism. Nomenclature means provide the name to the organism, and finally classification. So first one, that is identification. Next, nomenclature, and third thing is classification. These three fundamentals are mainly we are observed in taxonomy. First fundamental, that is identification. First of all, identification. First, identify the plant. It is either olden plant or a new plant. We have to better to compare that plant, either previous only discovered by the scientist or not, either we are discovered new plant. So first of all, identify the plant means provide one particular place to organism, means provide particular position to plant or group. Either our new plant is there in our previous plants. How can we identify? Identified by using flora or herbarium. Herbarium is one type of storage of plants mainly. It means dried plants mainly stored in herbarium. This herbarium have many models, many example plants is there in herbarium. So check in herbarium our new plant, either it is olden plant or new plant. In case of in England, Royal Botanical Garden. In England, Royal Botanical Garden is there. This Royal Botanical Garden is the biggest herbarium is present. Biggest herbarium which is present in Royal Botanical Garden in England. This many branches is there for this botanical garden, like Calcutta. In branch of Calcutta contain have 25 lakhs of plants. 25 lakhs of plants, models, example plants, models which are present in Calcutta branch. So biggest botanical garden is, that is Royal Botanical Garden in England, which contain big herbarium is present. In big herbarium is present. It is one of the branches, Calcutta branch, contain 25 lakhs species of plants which are kept in herbarium. So this is nomenclature. We have to identification. Either it is a new plant or old plant, we can identify it by identification. Next, nomenclature. In case our plant is new, our discovered plant is new, so we better to keep name to them. First of all, provide name to the new plant. We have discovered new plant, so we provide particular name to them. This name is provide the name to the plant by follow rules and regulations of ICBN. So named by that is the follows ICBN rules and regulations. Follow by rules and regulations. ICBN, Indian Council for Botanical Nomenclature, provides some rules and regulations to the organism. How can we provide the name to organism? So first rule in our, for understanding, each organism contain two names. First of all, each organism contain two names. One is genus and species. One name is genus, one more is species. Means our discovered new plant, we have to give the name to that plant to two names. One is genus name, one more is species name. This is called scientific name. That is scientific name. This name is mainly accepted by worldwide. So in locally that plant, they have many names is there individually, but worldwide accepted name is provided to the organism, that is scientific name. It very must. So the scientific name write in Latin language. Write in Latin language. Latin language is one more rule. Next, in case of types that name, in case of typing that name in italics, types in italics. Next, in case of write with our hand, with our handwriting, better to underline in the name. So keep underline. Genus name and species name, like that we have to keep underline to them. Next, write short name of the person who had discovered that plant named after the scientist beside the species. So it means that new plant is discovered by one scientist. That scientist name we have to mention beside the species. So discovered scientist name, we are supposed to give beside the species. Short form in beside the species. For example, Homo sapiens is there. Homo means genus, species means sapiens. Then example, Lin. Short form of Linnaeus, Lin. So discover the scientist name, write at the beside the species. That is another rule. Next, classification. Keep the plant, the newly discovered plant, in that particular position or group. So classification means arrange the plant in a taxon or group, particular group, by using some different kind of rules and regulations. First, classification mainly different type. First of all, artificial classification. Classify the plant or classify the organism by three types of classifications are available. One is artificial classification. In this artificial classification, classify the organism by using few comparable characters. So classify the plant or group, by using simple comparable characters. So classification, how can we classify the plant, how can we provide some particular position to the plant? First of all, we are identified new plant, we are gave name also that plant, but where it is we have to keep that plant, we have to give one position to that plant, that is classification. Provide one particular position, one particular place to them, or place to that organism, place to that plant, that is classification, by using just some easily comparable characters, like either they are shrubs or herbs or trees. For example, they are shrubs, means we have to keep in under shrubs. Here that is a herb, we have to keep in under herbs. That is a tree, we can identify that plant tree, we can keep in tree. This is artificial classification. Example, the best example, Linnaeus proposed sexual system of classification. Example, Linnaeus classified, that is sexual system of classification. Sexual system of classification, that is an example for, that is artificial classification. Artificial classification, one example is, that is Linnaeus proposed one system, that is one classification for sexual characters, sexual system of classification by using sexual characters. Next, natural classification, second one. This is the first one. Next, second one, natural classification. Natural classification. In this classification, classify the organisms or classify the plants by based on overall characters. So classify the plants based on overall characters. That is natural classification. So we have to compare overall characters of the two plants, then after we have to keep in that particular place or that particular taxon or that particular group. Overall characters, first thing. Next, all organisms are created by God. All organisms are created by God. That is main theme of natural classification. Main theme is, one is compare overall characters between the two plants or between the two organisms, then all organisms are created by God. Next, this classification mainly undercomes some, for example, Bentham, Hooker's classification, next Engler plantar classification also under come to this category, is under comes to natural classification. That is one thing. Next, third type of classification, phylogenetic classification. Phylogenetic classification classify the plants by some different elevations is there. So mainly they are classify the organisms or classify the plants by the mutations comma natural selection. This phylogenetic classification main theme is mutations and natural selections are give new organisms. So mutations and natural selections are results to form new organisms. New organisms are evolved from, new organisms are created by mutations and natural selection. In this they are followed phylogenetic classification. And second thing is, this classification, phylogenetic classification, classify the organisms by using origin and evolution of the organisms. So phylogenetic classification classify the plants based on origin of the plant and their evolution. These two things are very important. Origin, how they are originated on the earth, and how they are evolved, how they are developed that plant. So these two things are they are considered to this classification, that is phylogenetic classification. Phylogenetic classification is mainly depends on origin of species and evolution of that species. So descendants they are comes from single ancestor or not. In case descendants they are comes from or originated from common ancestor, that plants are comes into monophyletic. So descendants they are originated from common ancestor. So that type of organisms are, they are grouped together, named them, that is monophyletic. In case descendants they are comes from different common ancestors, that is polyphyletic. So descendants originated from different ancestors they are treated as, that is polyphyletic. Means descendants they are originated from or evolved from common single ancestor, that organisms are treated as monophyletic. In case descendants originated from different common ancestors, that plants they are treated as, that is polyphyletic. Monophyletic and as well as polyphyletic. Monophyletic means the plants are evolved from single common ancestor, that is monophyletic. In case that is plants or organisms or descendants they are originated from different parents or different ancestors, that is polyphyletic. This is the arrangement of the organisms into either monophyletic or polyphyletic. So during this time, dividing time, some descendants they are left from that classification, they are called, so some descendants left From the classification, those are paraphyletic. So here dividing monophyletic and polyphyletic. Here some descendants are left from this classification, those are called, that is paraphyletic. These paraphyletics are again enters into monophyletics. It means scientists, these paraphyletics again keeps in monophyletics, there shows monophyletic character. In case, for example Asclepiadaceae and Apocynaceae. Asclepiadaceae and Apocynaceae, they have similar characters, maximum similar characters, except Pollinia and Gynostegium is different. So Asclepiadaceae and Apocynaceae both are same characters, except to Pollinium and Gynostegium. That's why the scientists merge these two families. So these two families are merged. And one more example, Camparaceae and as well as Brassicaceae. Camparaceae and Brassicaceae, they have both similar characters and few exceptions. That's why these both families also merged. So this is the paraphyletic descendants, they are left from this classification. These paraphyletic organisms, the paraphyletic descendants, they are again keeps in monophyletic. They shows monophyletic characters. That's why, for example, Asclepiadaceae, Apocynaceae, both are same type of features. That's why they are merged together. What is the difference between both? One is Pollinium and Gynostegium is different, but remaining totally same. That's why these both families are merged. Next, Camparaceae and Brassicaceae, both are same type of physical characters. That's why they are merged to single family. Next, this phylogenetic classification also called as vertical classification. This is also called as vertical classification. One thing. And this phylogenetic classification undercomes different scientists. For example, Takhtajan is scientist. His classification also undercomes into phylogenetic classification. Next, Cronquist. Next, Thorne. So Takhtajan, Cronquist, Thorne. These three scientists classification undercomes into phylogenetic classification. Next, one more scientist also is there, that is Dahlgren. Classification also undercomes into phylogenetic classification. So Takhtajan, Cronquist, Thorne, Dahlgren, these four scientists they supported this classification, that is phylogenetic classification, supported by these four scientists. One is Takhtajan, Cronquist, Thorne and Dahlgren. The next class we are discussing about classification units, taxonomic units.